From the SharePrices.com.au studios, I'm CJ Dore with another market insight. Well, what time of year is it? It's that time again, end of financial year, and how fast did that roll around? So what we want to do here is give you a little insight with a couple of days to go before the end of the financial year, June 30, and show you who's up, who's down, where the green and red action is. And look at this, a lot of price action here on this chart. So let's break it down, and we'll start with some big green numbers. Now there's 4 companies in the ASX 200 that within this financial year to date, with a couple of days to go to June 30, have had over 100% gain. So who are they? Number 1, the biggest gainer, Whitehaven Coal, 167% gain. Great stuff. A2 Milk Company in there at number 2, 138% gain. Also in there, Qantas, representing the industrial sector, good homegrown product, 103% gain. And the final of those 4, BlueScope Steel, just over the 100.55%. So they are the biggest movers and the only 4 in the ASX 200 that have had over 100% as we film this to date within the financial year. So hopefully at least one of those is in your portfolio. Now moving on, we'll have a look at the telco sector. A couple of big brand names here, you know, Telstra and TPG Telecom, starting at the top here with Telstra. Now, what we know is they've gone under the $5 mark. Now, historically, when they do, they can stay under for quite a while. Now, also, you might remember they tiptoed right across that $4 mark before recovering. And with just a couple of sessions to go, 432, or what equals a net result within this financial year of 19.25% down. Now, TPG Telecom had a great boost with some positive announcements recently as they move forward, looking at how they're going to go with internet. Now also, the net result for them is down, however, and a little bit more, 47% negative for this financial year to date, a couple of sessions to go. So there's a little hint at where the telco sector is with these 2 big players. A lot of work to be done to bring those up into positive moving forward to the end of the year and into the new financial year. Now let's have a look at some positive and negative comparisons. Not necessarily the same sector, but these companies have similar ups and downs as far as percentage goes. We've got Woolworths in here. Really interesting story with what happened with Masters. As we know, complete debacle, now gone. However, not too bad to close out the financial year to date. Couple of sessions to go, as I say, 23.8% up for the financial year so far. And also we've got Brambles, BXB in there, just over the $10 as we record this, but down overall net result for the financial year, 17.8% and a little bit extra there. So that's a comparison, positive and negative. Moving on, let's have a look at the media space. Now, of course, it's becoming very difficult for the traditional papers, the publishing titles, the big newspapers. Advertising is shifting over to digital. And what we can see here is a bit of a swap. 35% up is for Fairfax at $1.22 for the financial year to date. And on the flip side, we've got 35% down, and that is for 7 West Media. So a lot of work to do for them. It's becoming very difficult with lots of internet news coming out, and obviously for free, which is what people are getting used to. So paywalls, it's a bit iffy. When do we introduce it? Do we introduce it? Are people going to put up with it and pay for it? But at this stage, under the dollar for 7 West Media, just a matter of cents, 70 cents, and there's a complete flip with those two, 35% up and 35% down. More positive and negative, this time in the 20% range. Origin Energy, $6.82, couple of sessions to go, 21.57% up for the financial year to date. And on the other side, we've got Domino's Pizza. Good share price, $53 odd, and they've done great things in the last 12 to 24 months. But this financial year alone, it stands at 20% down, almost closing off. Couple of sessions before June 30. Couple more we've got here, and here's the retailers. We've got JB Hi-Fi just on 2% up for the financial year to date. Harvey Norman just on that 15% range for down 14.91% down. 379 is the share price. The big threat to all of this space, of course, is going to be when Amazon rolls into Australia. Now, overseas, we know they've hit $1,000 a share, so wildly different from what is going on here. But keep an eye on those prices on SharePrices.com.au as we move towards the end of the financial year. So there we go, end of financial year, special insight. And also, just in closing, the big 4 banks, I can tell you, are all in the green for the financial year. Some are single digits, but make sure you are registered. Get your free subscription to SharePrices.com.au. You can come back here and check the prices of where they finished for the end of the financial year. We're just a couple of trading sessions away. But as for now, that is our insight to the end of the financial year and how things are shaping up for when you get your returns ready. I'm CJ Dore. Thanks for watching. Happy trading. Talk to you again soon from the SharePrices.com.au studios.